Thank you so much, everyone, for all your projects. Like, they're just really incredible and really, really vital work. And I'm so excited to be working with all of you. I mean, we're so excited to be working with all of you in such a great way. Next slide, please. Thank you. So first, I'll talk a little bit about how we started out. So firstly, this really started out like just as a conversation. We were a group of friends talking about how much we were in awe of, the vision and the creativity that we saw in the people in the BIPOC community at Exeter, and how much we were shocked that this wasn't more, out there and more platforms basically. And then we saw last year this year, the publication of The Rest of Us, which was an incredible magazine for students of color. And it published writing, it published creative projects. It was really incredible. And so with this project, we want to continue this legacy and expand it a little bit under the name of the Roots Resistance. So our project has grown so much in the last few months, thanks to our great team and all the support out there. So we have 4 branches. We are creating a blog, a podcast, creative commissions, and a speaker series, and hopefully a magazine by the end of the year, but that's dependent. We'll see. Hopefully that's the goal. And so the aim of our work is to showcase talents, but also to really push boundaries and challenge, dominant waves of knowledge production through all the various forms of art and expressions. It's about a celebration of the creative talents at the university, and creating a space of healing also, and emphasizing care, honesty, and community being really important for us. So really the only requirement to the things we're including on our pages, so that's our website and our social medias, being really just a strict adherence to anti-racist and decolonial philosophy. But after that, we really want to see the creative community thrive and, push boundaries and really, be heard and be seen. So first of all, next slide, please. So about our creative call out, so a little bit more about that. We've sent a call out to a number of students calling for projects, that adhere to our philosophy and our ethos, and for people who share the same vision. And want to create projects basically. So we've emphasized that, we really want to showcase the arts, but also emphasize that this is work and this needs to be recognized as such. So we're paying the artists as a commission. So we've already had 6 submissions, and this is including, a short film about the celebration of diversity through food, culture, and people. We've got a photo series exploring people of color's access to nature. We have a curated blog and a photo gallery. We have a poetry anthology. We have a music project coming through. And also we have another short film actually about asylum seekers in the UK and the difficulties they face. So this is just a taste of the call for creatives we have and what projects we hope to platform on our website. And so they're underway now, and hopefully in the near future we'll be able to put them on our website. So keep an eye out for that. So I'll hand over to Asha.
Asha, you're on mute.
Sorry. I said everyone's presentation looked amazing. It makes our look not very thought through. But anyways, what we have done so far, we've had our first speaker event yesterday, which was very successful, much better than we had anticipated. The talk was about the process of making a print magazine, especially without funding and access, and kind of challenging the industry that excludes people of color by equipping people of color with the skills and the confidence that they need to create their own platforms. We have 2 episodes of media podcasts that we are in the process of editing. The podcast will primarily focus on how students of color navigate spaces that weren't created for them, and speak to bring in voices that are not heard, as well as host of other topics that will include allies, and kind of trying to find out what allyship means and how people how allies also navigate through those spaces. And then our next event, our next speaker series is on the 22nd of March, I think. Sorry, the speaker changed the date yesterday, so we weren't able to modify the PowerPoint presentation. But her name is Roisin Tapi. She will talk about the importance of oral history. She'll also talk about the obstacles that people of color face within the film industry, as she's an academic as well as a filmmaker. So she will look at the role of oral history in Southwest Asia and North Africa, and propose an alternative approach of state sanctions as well as nationalist historiography, which perfectly fits in with our ideology of decolonization. And some of the responses that we've gotten so far, like our speaker event yesterday, we've gotten a lot of responses from the students as well as the wider community that attended. We sent in a link asking people what they thought of the event, what we could improve, and how we can include more people, because we don't feel that the roots resistance is ours. It doesn't belong to those who created it. It's something that belongs to everyone that wants to be a part of it. It's not something that belongs to the 5 of us. It's for access to the students as well as the wider community. And we've gotten amazing feedback so far. And then we are in the process of setting up a peer review journal in order for students to upload their essays on the journal. That yeah, sorry, I get really nervous when talking to lots of people, so I lose my trail of thoughts.
Doing great.
We are in the process of creating a peer review journal for the students at the university, in order to kind of bypass the whole the other peer review journals that are in existence. And Tom is going to be reviewing, he's going to be the editor of our journal. So hopefully in that way we can include a lot more other voices, as well as an appreciation for all the work that students have done throughout their degree. Yes, thank you. If you guys have, please ask questions, comments on how we can improve. And yeah, thank you. I'll leave it to that.